Hello and welcome to Court Q. Tutorial will take you through Probate and Family Court 3.0. So this will be the landing page. Everything here looks the same. Log in. Okay, when you log in, this will look familiar. If you're using the messaging, your messaging will be here. You can edit it as you see fit. If you're not using the messaging, you can simply not complete the messages, or if they're already there, just disable. Up here we have the queues, and so for example, your workflow, initiating process, completing paperwork, I added child custody, domestic, and this, what you have, how you have this workflow organized here is what will appear on the queue manager screen. And so what's important is that you can move these simply by dragging and dropping. And that's really designed to help the workflow on the queue manager screen to be more fluid. Over here, for example, if you want to eliminate a queue, like child custody, just click delete. Now, in the display sequence, this is where you're going to, what order you want the queues to display in, which is going to be different for your queue manager screen. It doesn't have to be, but it might be. So here you can alter the sequence on what appears on the screen. That's what this means. Called manage reasons, and this is where you're able to add in a series of reasons as to why people are coming to the probate court, and you can track these reasons by selecting the various reasons. Assuming that might be helpful, this would be just reason trust, and you can organize these in any way that makes sense, whatever's perhaps all this is about making sure it's in line with your workflow. These are your reasons in place, and they'll show up on the queue manager screen as a drop down. Over here is manage case type. In civil court, there's different types of abbreviations for case type. But here you can identify, if you want to track, whether it's probate, domestic. If you have other case types you want to follow, you can just add that in here, and that'll be on the queue manager screen. Which has been requested is our user authentication process. And the site admin or IT admin has access to this to set up new users. And in this case, click add user. They can either designate them as what we call IT admin, which means they can manage the background, set up users, essentially, full permission. In this case, we'll designate them queue manager. And of course, you're going to want to require the corporate email. In this case, I'm just using Gmail for demonstration purposes. So click save. And you'll see Bob Smith is now added, but at this point Bob Smith can't access the system without setting up a username. So if we go back here to his email, say Court Q setup password and PIN, via link, and the user's email, name, department. You'll have to add a number, but doesn't mean you have to use the authentication. And if someone doesn't want to really put their number in, they can just put a fake number in, just to validate the field. Down here is the password, and it's a strong password. They'll need to click the button agreeing with the terms and privacy agreement and hit update. And now they're brought back to the login. And now they're able to log in with their credentials and their unique